It's a sad day for Beyblade, everybody. It is a very sad day. I have just woken up. It's like 1 in the afternoon. And I didn't feel very great when I woke up and found that Trypio for Beyblade X, the remake of the big boy himself, has been canceled. We're not getting a Trypio remake. As hype as a lot of people were, we are not getting Trypio. And that is very sad. Now, there was reason for why Trypio was not being remade, and honestly, I completely understand why we're not getting it. This is what Trypio looks like. This is the original Trypio. This is a 3D render, mind you. This was like the highest quality thing that would load up into Google just now upon searching. Beyblade Flying. I never knew it said that on the stickers. That's actually kind of dope. So Trypio, for those of you who don't know, is a Plastic Gen Beyblade from the first season of Bakuten Shoot, aka Plastic Gen. It is a massive Beyblade. This thing is huge. I think this has got to be like the biggest Beyblade ever. For Burst fans, you guys might remember Maximum Garudus, or Garuda, or whatever it was. That one was inspired off of Trypio, I believe. Very interesting Beyblade to Trypio is. I think it's based off a Scorpion. Why they made this one? Honestly, they should have made this one Driger instead of Trypio. I think this would have made more sense as Driger, but either way, Trypio basically, if you took the weight disc off, or you had in like only plastic, this thing could fly. It was basically a frisbee. Sadly, as you can see here in this picture, there's conflict with a blader's fingers. Now, I wasn't expecting them to come up with any kind of revised launcher or anything, but a launcher guard could have been possible. Something to guard your fingers. Either that or you just use a grip and just hold I don't know. Hey guys, Metal from the Future here. I just want to mention real quick that the finger clipping was a thing on the original Trypio. Now, I believe this image is from Nazuma's Discord server. Nazuma, you Chad, go check out his content. He does awesome Plastic Gen stuff. Trypio had the same issue that they canceled it for. So, I mean, I guess with Beyblade X being so much more powerful, I guess they didn't want it to be worse or something. I'm not exactly sure the logistics. Now, they were considering this smaller shape here, as you can see, and on the bottom picture, it's significantly smaller. And honestly, I think I would have been okay with that as well, but it seems like they didn't want to do that for whatever reason. And we can read it here. When the blade was downsized to a level where fingers did not interfere, the impression was distorted as a reprint of Trypio like this, and it became very subtle. Many of the development team members are something the Beyblade generation, and even from the perspective of one fan, we thought that this decision was quite harsh, so we gave up on that as well. That we're not getting Trypio. Driger is looking good on the other hand, so the release date has been decided. Driger is definitely coming out. I mean, it was finished last time, which means that we're probably getting point. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. That was on the prototype. It's very likely we're getting point on Driger S or Driger S. Either or, technically both are correct. Very excited for Driger. I will make an effort to get this. Next up is this Beyblade, which is from Metal Fight. If you know Metal Fight, like I do, I'm a big Metal Fight guy. Most likely going to be Storm Pegasus. Now, if it's Storm Capricorn, I am going to be so happy with that. Imagine we get Storm Capricorn for X and they give us some kind of like Quake tip. Oh my god, I would cry. That would be the greatest thing ever if it was Storm Capricorn. Or maybe it's Storm Aquario and it's got like a bit with a plate on it that you can switch modes. That would be insanely cool. I think those are really the only prominent Storm Beyblades that are kind of available. At least we've got Metal Fight coming up. Now, it's not El Drago. I'm sad that we're not getting El Drago here. Considering that Trypio won the poll for, like the Beyblade that was going to get remade. And then this is, they're doing Pegasus. Allegedly Pegasus. Hey guys, Metal from the Future here again. Now, after rewatching this section and doing a little thinking, I actually kind of understand why Lightning El Drago has not been shown yet and why we're getting Pegasus first. Lightning El Drago has a lot of plastic on its ring that overlaps the metal part of that Beyblade, so I can understand that it might be a little difficult for Takara to determine what to leave as plastic and what to convert to metal, because there's no way they're leaving the thing as it is and risking a lot of that plastic on the sides being broken due to the high speeds and power of X. So it might be a little bit longer until we see Lightning El Drago, but I ultimately see no real good reason why they can't make Lightning El Drago. So hopefully we should be seeing that sometime soon, and we are back to the video. Are we getting rubber flat for Storm Pegasus? That is a huge question on the table. I don't think rubber tips are going to be a great thing for Beyblade X, because with the X line that forces a lot of speed out of the Beyblades, that rubber is going to be an eraser on the end of your stadium. Rubber tip is going to wear out so fast, and I know a lot of people think that rubber will be fine. I don't think it will. Granted, I have not tested it. Until I do my own testing, I still stand by the impression that rubber flat and rubber tips for Beyblade X would probably not be good. So there's a lot of factors that have to go right for Pegasus, and I do not blame them at all if they go with flat. If they did go with flat, I would be okay with that, to be honest. Like, rubber tips are great and all. And you know what? That's another thing. They didn't mention Dragoon S. I'm 99% sure. Let's look this up. Yes. Flat rubber tip. So this could be an issue. This right here could be an issue for why we didn't get any information about Dragoon here. Because they did mention it in the last one. But here, no mention of it. So I'm not exactly sure what the process for that's going to be. Them doing Storm Pegasus, I don't know. This is one that they are probably confident that they can do, and I don't know if they're planning on substituting out flat or rubber flat with like low flat or something, which if they do, I am fine with that. I know a lot of people are going to get pissed, but hey, if rubber does not work for the system, too bad, suck it up. At the end of the day, I think what's more important than the accuracy is the performance for Beyblade X. I'm not gonna buy 50 Storm Pegasuses and have all of them wear out in the span of a year. If the rubber is not gonna work, it's not gonna work. So I think I'll be okay if we get if we just get low flat or flat on this. You gotta live with it, to be honest. Once again, I still stand by my thing. If with point on Driger S, I think they could have done a metal flat for Driger S, because Driger S originally came with like a metal flat type blade base. They could do that with X, because X bits, if you look down like the hole in the top of the insert, there is a little metal core in there. Now what they could have done is simply just glue the core in and make it a little bit longer so that it sticks out the base. Yeah, here we go. You can see that there is a little hole in the point or where the point sticks out. My camera's in the way. You can see there's the little hole there, right? They could make the weight longer and have a little metal thing in the bottom of it. I think they could do it. Maybe if they can't, then hey, but I think it would be possible to make metal flat for this. And they got a metal flat. Look at that. They could make it work. So, yeah, I'm a little bit sad that we're not getting the metal flat on Driger here. I've already said my opinions on rubber flat. So, honestly, I think the optimal thing here would be probably 360 flat. I think that would be fine. Maybe they just color the bottom red. If they color like the lower part of the bit red, I'm fine with that. It looks accurate and it performs well. I would be happy. So what if it's not rubber? At least you're not wearing the hell out of it like an eraser. Anyways, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm sad about Trypio. Pegasus, I don't know what they're going to do with the performance, with the bit, but whatever it is, I think the best case scenario, my opinion is, we get a red bottom normal flat bit and it looks aesthetically correct. So that's the best I can hope for. I'm going to end this video now. I need to take a shower and make some coffee because I got a lot of work to do today, including this video. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't be a stinker. Have a great day.